from my Patreon, right? That pretty much explain how we are a group of spirits, physical spirits, mental, and spirits from our soul, all this type of stuff, right? I explained the soul part more at the end of the video, so definitely watch the whole entire thing. But yeah, I explained that, and I explained how personality is not just a thing, like, it's not just all of the body, and that, like, intelligence is not like a physical thing created by the brain. Like, the brain interprets intelligence, does not create it. Same with, like, consciousness. Like, the body aids consciousness because the brain can interpret awareness, therefore, you can become aware of your own awareness, but the awareness existed before this whole entire thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like these things are not physical. They're not created by the brain and stuff like that. They actually create the brain in order to interpret itself. You know what I'm saying? So definitely watch all these clips. I read a book called Mansions of the Soul. I read the whole entire chapter. Now I don't read it like word for word, but like I covered a whole chapter inside my Patreon. If you want to go see it, link down below. But yeah, bro, I watch all these clips. It says, limiting our discussion to man's physical body, we note from scientific experiments that the consciousness in the cells which compose the roots of our hair is a different consciousness from that which is in the cells composing the fingernails, the bones, the outer tissues, the muscles, the blood, or the other parts of our bodies. Each cell carries on its functioning and adjusts itself to its environment with similar cells and maintains its personality and integrity, its individuality and its usefulness in according with the distinct consciousness within it. Bro, it pretty much states that all the different cells in your body have different intelligences within inside of them and stuff like that. And it says it maintains its personality. It maintains its way of expression. That's your personality. It's your natural way of expressing yourself. And some things express themselves through their colors. That's its personality. It doesn't do its color and stuff like that. And your cells have its own personality, way of expressing itself. And the reason I'm saying this is because you start to understand what spirits are when that happens. And when you understand how humans have a personality and way of expressing themselves, right? You start to see how other forms of intelligence have personalities and way of expressing themselves, and that you can communicate and interact with these things. Some are more intelligent than others and stuff like that. You see what I'm saying? But everything has personality and stuff like that, and these things are not of the physical. These things appear through the physical, but these things are not physical things. You see what I'm saying? We need to understand that because a lot of people think that the brain generates consciousness. No, your brain's interpreting the intelligence that's already here. It's interpreting intelligence. It doesn't create the intelligence. You see what I'm saying? It allows you to perceive. Differing from those things which have no soul or divine consciousness, man's character or personality is not solely a result of the physical consciousness inside the body, but the result of a blending or uniting or cooperative action and reaction of the soul consciousness within and upon the physical consciousness. Thus, dual consciousness of man constitutes his personality or character. That's what I was just talking about, the dual nature. Oh, it talked about it. That's dope. It says the consciousness of the physical body is, therefore, an aggregation of the consciousness in every physical cell of the human body, and is likewise a combination of the different natures of consciousness of the many kinds of cells. Bro, you know how I talk about how we're composed of spirits. This talks about that right there. And then it says, the mystic knows, therefore, that the difference between the most highly evolved ape and even the primitive man is not a question of soul evolution, but a question of the difference between the natures of consciousness in the cells composing the physical body and the dwelling of a human soul in that body instead of the solar ape. In other words, the difference between the ape and the human is not only a difference of the soul in each of them, but a difference also of the aggregate and combined consciousnesses of the cells which compose the physical bodies of each. An ape, therefore, could not evolve into a man by suddenly having a soul of man enter its physical body in place of the soul of an ape. a great change would have to be made in the physical consciousness of its body as well. Now, why is that important? I just talked about how stuff from space came inside these bodies. All those clips pretty much talk about how the human body is composed of several different groups of intelligences that make up the whole consciousness of the body and stuff like that, right? But also, right, we have the stuff from our soul. In our soul, right? In my video about personality versus character, right, I talk about how the soul inside of all of its incarnations, right? If it was like a chef, technologist, health surgeon, you know, whatever, right? All these personalities get stored inside of his memory, and then they could come out what's inside the next lifetime. The kid could be interested inside the heart. The kid could be interested inside of like if there's a if it was a technologist, it could be interested inside of computers and stuff like that. You see what I'm saying? So all this stuff comes through. All these different spirits come through. All these different intelligences come through from your past life. Even the past life parents are inside your memory. The past life teachers are inside your memory. The past life friends are inside your memory. The past life beings, whether they have been animals you could have connected with, or whether they were freaking aliens you connected with, or different spirits you connected with, you know, that exist in a different dimension or something like that. You know what I'm saying? All of these connections get stored inside your memory. So you're literally your soul, right? Or at least the memory that your soul holds is composed of several groups of intelligences, aka spirits that come through you all the time. So you're a combination of these spirits from your soul, these spirits from your freaking body and stuff like that. You are composed of many different spirits, you know?